And we are live from table 2131 at New Philadelphia. 2.5 Jabroni Show live. I'm Rolsey.
I'm Gabe.
I'm Braulio.
MME.
And we're here with the main man on the ones and twos, the silence behind the violence.
Josh.
Wave to the Josh cam.
Oh, Josh. Yeah. Cooper spent a lot of time on that.
Yep. Cooper's here too. The very, very professional video producer.
Who will be in every shot.
That did not take an hour and a half to get this set up.
Can you go stand behind Josh so you're also in the Josh cam?
Guys, you have a good week?
Pretty mid.
Yeah, man.
Actually, yeah. New experiences.
You had some new experiences.
It sounds,
Yeah.
Oh. It sounds kinky.
It does sound kinky.
It's not kinky at all.
It's not kinky at all?
Not kinky at all.
Oh, so your girlfriend's not on the upbeat again?
No. So I didn't see her. I don't see her until tomorrow.
Josh, how you feeling about the Josh cam?
Don't like it.
You don't like
Not a
it?
fan.
That's why I like it. Keeps you on your toes.
My downbeat.
That's your downbeat? Your downbeat is being on camera? That's awesome. All right, you guys want to start upbeats
He's
and
blushing.
downbeats?
Mine, football's kind of back. It's preseason.
My
Yeah, like-
upbeat.
Oh, shit, dude. I'm sorry. You want to come over to the pool?
We're going to talk about that in a second.
That could be your upbeat now.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a second.
No, but man, it's shitty. It's preseason. There's a lot of rookies and a lot of mistakes, but it's like it's football. It's better than not football.
It's like getting laid in junior high.
Yeah, it's better than not.
Watching some of the games is dreadful, though. Some of these games are...
The one earlier.
I was talking to Rosa about it. It's like, we were so slow today. They're like, I was just trying to watch the preseason game. I just couldn't.
It's tough.
Yeah, it's.
It's tough.
I was interested in the Bears Titans game just to see how Justin Fields did, and then like after that first quarter, I was like, "Oof, this is."
Yeah.
Watching backup Bears and backup Titans is. I don't even like watching backup
Everyone
Chiefs.
watched the first quarter and boom.
Yeah.
Especially the Titans. Like, they throw Malik Willis out there, and you're like, we
What-
tried this already. What do we do?
What was
here,
weird is
guys?
Malik started, and then they brought in Will Levis, and then they threw Malik back out there. It's like, I was like, I just thought I don't usually see people go back and forth like that. Usually it's.
Didn't Will Levis score a touchdown too?
Well, they were alternating series to give them both a fair shot.
Oh, is that what was happening?
I guess.
Oh, I'm used to seeing like, I don't know. I miss the old days of the preseason where it was
Is Ryan
one quarter,
Tannehill
2 quarters,
still
3 quarters. Oh,
Oh, there.
Yeah. Like the first string would be like they play 2 drives and then second.
back when there was 4 games, it used to be pretty consistent that like. First week of preseason, the starters would play 1 quarter, then second week they play 2 quarters, and then like week 3 was like an actual, almost like a whole game, and then week 4.
Too many
everyone was
fantasy leagues got fucked up. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why they stopped doing it.
Yeah.
What's your upbeat?
We won first place in our soccer league.
We talked about this last week. 2-week moratorium on soccer talk. We talked about this last
Yeah,
week.
but
I can pull up the fucking
yeah,
footage.
Go ahead.
You can talk.
But like we actually won.
We don't have the
Congratulations.
technology to do it
Thanks.
now.
Thank
Congratulations.
you.
We'll talk about it next week. And
Oh yeah, the picture of the trophy.
on the Rolsey cam too.
we don't need to see the plastic trophy.
It was
No, it's
actually
actually
metal.
metal.
It was
Yeah.
dope.
It was actually metal?
Yeah, it was like,
That's-
I like Julian passed it to me. I'm
It
like,
was
ah,
a-
shit.
It was a spray. It was a spray painted fucking
It was perfect, sadly. But anyway,
Moscow Mule.
my
logo.
upbeat is my haircut. I know.
You look pretty sexy.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's part of my new experiences. It's really
Looking
weird.
good.
Yeah. No, it's like I
Not
feel
looking like a fucking idiot.
honestly, yeah. It's like honestly, like seeing old pictures of me, like damn, I did have like a glow.
Man,
in
if
my head.
only you had someone in your life that could have told you years ago, your hair looks fucking terrible. Get a haircut.
Oh, I
First
love
down
it.
the
I
job.
literally love it.
Literally first 30 minutes.
I
Here.
do want it to go a little lower behind the ear because he's like fucking high as shit. But
Hey, tell us who did your hair. We'll give him some advertisement.
Yeah.
After
oh
you,
yeah,
after,
he's
you,
awesome. He's
after
awesome.
you shit all over his haircut.
No. He's awesome. He actually did a great job. I love it so much.
Except for the ear thing.
Well, yeah. But I told him on the spot. Like, hey, yo, man, next time you went a little high. He's like, oh yeah, you're my bad, bro. I'm like, yeah, no, just went a little high. He was like, okay.
It's
But
your
anyway,
first haircut. You giving critiques?
bro, I was bald. That's cool though. He's cool though. He's a nice guy. Chino cuts. Charlie, dope dude. Went to high school with him. Loved him.
Link in the bio.
We can.
We can link in the description for our 23 listeners.
Yeah, bro. 23 haircuts.
Yeah.
And one of them needs a haircut.
I mean, if our fucking producer can remember.
He's the one that's the haircut.
The one time it's not.
Cooper mullet fade.
A mullet fade.
mullet.
Mullet fade?
I'm
Yeah.
not getting a mullet.
What if we pay you?
I'm not
How much would we have to pay you to wear a mullet on your first
Oh, we
day
figure
of
out his
college?
fantasy football punishment. What you saying?
Dude, I would be willing to bet that before this dude's done with college, he gets a mullet on his own.
100%.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll have
It's
to pay
like
him.
it wouldn't look terrible either.
No. You have the body type for it and everything.
Yeah. Baseball. Babe Ruth.
You got that Pablo Sandoval body.
Mini Man.
My upbeat is, I have two. I went and saw Oppenheimer this week. Phenomenal. Great fucking time. One of those movies that, like, you're super happy that you saw it, but that's not a rewatch. But it's a great fucking movie.
It was really good.
My second upbeat is football's coming, but somebody already looked at my notes.
You know damn well I can't read your notes. We actually have evidence of me trying to read your notes, and I ended up with, like, Sloke and Meat Shelf.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My poor girlfriend, like, that's because I write notes all over the house on all the whiteboards. And she just walks around the house going,
Yeah, dude, reading your grocery,
I
like,
guess it's Halloween tomorrow. I don't know.
dude, one of my first jobs, I was a delivery driver for this little pizza place in Parkville that had two owners. They're a married couple. One's a white dude, and then a very, very like from Korean lady who spoke like mostly Korean. And like, there's one girl at the store who could understand her, and I was not that girl. And so like she would always ask me to go into the walk-in and grab something, and I never knew what it was. So I would like just stand. I was also really high a lot of the time, but I would just like stand in there and like come out with like beef. I'm like, and, like no. So I'd spend more time in there, eat like 3 pepperoni, come back out with a carrot. I don't know, whatever it was, but I never got it right. I didn't last long at that job. But anyways, I imagine that's what getting a grocery list from you is like.
Yeah, it's tough. It's not great. What's your downbeat?
So the other day, I was going to change a keg, and like my finger's feeling a lot better, right?
Oh,
like
yeah.
I had the brace
great.
off. Da-da-da.
Oh, you had the brace off? I didn't notice.
Yeah. Well, actually, I went to the doctor who wasn't the urgent care place. I showed him the X-ray, and he was like, "It's not fractured. Like you're fine." I don't know what they were looking at, and I was like, "All right."
See, that leads me to believe that my ankle is broken. Because it's been how many fucking weeks, and it's the exact same swollen, the exact same color as it was when I got hurt. And this lady at the urgent care place who looked like, she literally looked like, you know, like not to disrespect Walmart cashiers, but you know the type, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when you look at somebody who's a Walmart cashier, you wouldn't mistake them for an accountant
Or apparently a nurse practitioner.
or a nurse practitioner. Like I think she was just moonlighting.
Yeah. So I showed the doctor the X-ray, and he was really quick with everything. So maybe he was wrong, because he looked at it really fast. He's like, "No, there's no fracture." I'm like, "All right, whatever." So I took the brace off, and he's like, "You're gonna want to like stretch it out, because now it's like at risk of being like too stiff to, like, you know." So anyway, so he had me doing that. So anyways, back to I was here going to change a keg, and normally when I lift a keg, I tip it over and I lift from the bottom with my left hand, and I went to do that this time just to see,
Is it
and
painful?
it is not ready for a keg.
You didn't test it with a 10-pound dumbbell. You were like, let me try to get this.
Well, see,
80
no, I had been using like dumbbells and stuff in the weight room, and so I was like, I'm getting up to like, I don't know. I thought I was at keg level. I'm not at keg level. And
You had a
I'm very
setback.
scared to try at keg
You had a
level. I think I might just switch my keg lift. To
You're
not
like
lifting from the bottom of my
you're
right
like
hand.
every Yankee pitcher on the fucking roster this year. They're on the DL for 2, and then we had a setback. It's gonna be another 3 weeks.
Yeah, I was in the walking. No, I'm just kidding. It was bad. It was
I mean,
really
he did take like 30 minutes back there. You know, he might be crying.
I was trying to figure out what they wanted from the walking. You know,
I'm trying to hand an old Korean lady a cake. No,
This is what you said.
what's your downbeat?
Today, work sucked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was here.
Today was just like,
Dude,
It was
no,
tough, man.
like just today at
Yeah.
work. Just it was tough. Trying to,
I got a lot of work done while I was at work,
yeah.
but not like this work because there were no people here.
You know, I got a lot of Monopoly Go done.
Well, at least you were productive.
Yeah, bro.
Should put out what cards he needs. So
Oh yeah. I'm gonna show him my screenshots. You know. If they can send them through.
We don't have that kind of technology.
Yeah, we do. We have professional producer, bro.
Oh, what?
Professional producer.
PPP. A PP.
do
We have a
you're all over the place today with these double entendres.
Yeah.
A PP.
Very, very, very clever.
Draining all over guys' faces and everything.
And I be doing that.
I do be draining on faces.
Fader. Anywho, my downbeat. So I decided to go do. Well, not decided. It was my chest day yesterday. Oh, and then I'm like, you know what? I feel like I've had a couple chest days and I even tried to max, but I was alone. So I'm like, I'm not gonna try to max. But I'm gonna try 45. That was my max 2 weeks ago. But I for sure like lift sticks. So I went ahead, boom, and it felt light. And I did 5 reps. I'm like, oh, I can do a 6th. I got like stiff halfway through the 6th, and I couldn't get up to the point it fell in my chest. But then I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna check each side into the lowest hook. I got the right side into the lowest hook. But now this side was like way on my body, so I couldn't lift it. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm sitting there for like 2 minutes, and like,
You didn't call for help. You didn't.
no. I'm like, it's embarrassing. So I was like,
Is it more embarrassing to call for help or to just be pinned in there for 2.5 minutes?
that's for sure people.
Or just to ask anyone at the gym, like, hey, can you spot me for a second?
Well, I didn't think I would need it, but anyway. And I stuck here, and then the guy that works at the gym was walking by, looked at me kind of weird. I'm like, can you help me? He's like, oh yeah. Dropped everything, proceeded to just hand clean my shit, put it up. But yeah, that was my downbeat. It was
That's a
embarrassing.
tough one, man.
And then he goes like, hey, what happened? And I'm like, try to go for a 6, couldn't do it. He's like, it happens to the best of us. I'm like, I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
It does happen to the best of us. That's why when we're benching alone,
So
we don't put the fucking collars on the bar. That does 2 things. Not putting the collars on the bar does 2 things. One, even if it's an easy lift, it forces you to stay even on the way up and on the way down, because as soon as you start tilting, the weight falls off. So you're more cognizant of keeping the bar exactly horizontal. And 2, if you do get pinned down, you can bail one side and the weight falls off, and then you can get the fuck out of there. Or you can, set the safety pins, or ask for a spot, or do anything other than what you fucking did.
well, and the
Do the fucking roll of shame, literally anything else than what you did.
And then after that, I proceeded to go just do dumbbell chest press.
I love that you stayed in the gym.
Oh yeah, of course.
You weren't like, oh, I'm an idiot loser and I left.
Yeah, and then,
You were like, I'm an idiot loser and I'm gonna show everybody.
and then he gave me some fist bumps. And he goes like, I know you.
Did he do the?
No.
Okay, that was just your addition.
He's like,
His head.
no,
He's just trying to make it.
Shut,
It
bro.
seem cool.
What, bro?
He said, keep it going, and then it's like, okay, cool.
Yeah, keep it going safely.
He didn't say that,
Please.
but he just
I think it was implied.
probably.
Have you learned how to bail on a squat yet?
Oh yeah, just
Cooper did it and face
just let that
planted.
bitch out. Yeah, no,
That's
That's
no,
not
no.
how you bail
Yeah,
safely
and
on a
then our
squat.
PP
You go back.
was fucking dropping down.
It's tough when your PP drops down. That's tough.
And then so he was dropping down,
Happens
and
in your
instead of
40s.
just letting it go behind him, he leaned forward
And-
to try and put it on the end, and they literally, it's like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? It's crazy.
He ate shit against him.
He didn't really eat it. He just tried to get it into the safety bars. He couldn't. He basically couldn't. It was too late to go back up. So I just lifted it for him. And yeah, it's good. That's it. Yep. Anyway,
You guys are gonna hurt yourselves
we'll be okay.
eventually.
We
yeah,
live and we learn, right?
after surgery.
Make sure you focus on the first part.
I'm gonna look so right in the cast. Sign it. No.
I'm not signing your fucking cast.
I'll sign it for you.
I'll just write, I fucking told you so.
It's
At Rolls from Rolls.
You
Not
think
signing
you
it.
think I'm gonna Twitter tag myself on your fucking cast?
Draw a QR code on it.
Just put a QR code at video rolls that I told you so.
Mhm.
Yeah, what happened to your arm?
Scan it.
Just takes him to this podcast with 8 views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's how we get the word out, That's how we go big.
How many people do you think are going to scan your cast?
We can't get the
Bunch.
word out if you won't promote it on your socials. Like You're on the podcast and you don't even fucking you don't even promote it.
I should be doing that.
Yeah.
It's 'cause my head's
Let all your 3 friends know.
more than that. I'm popping on Snapchat.
I'm in 23 group texts, bro.
Bro, low key, bro, I'm in wait, and I have on 25. I had 2 more, which is 2 new fantasy groups. I'm gonna have 2 more after that.
So my downbeat is that football season is coming, which means by proxy that Raider season is coming. So I'm just gonna punch myself in the balls 17 times
It's gonna be fun too. Yep.
this season. Yeah, be 17 weeks of me going. I don't know what I expected.
They should be cheering right alongside Benny the Butcher, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
with
be.
Jimmy G.
Yeah, with his fucking man crush, Jimmy
It's
G.
his ride or die, Ben.
Jimmy G.
Of all the people to attach your fucking wagon to, Jimmy fucking G.
It was
threw
out of
me
nowhere,
off-
too.
Dude, threw me off so much. We're in like the 13th round.
I can't
of
wait for him to draft Jimmy G in the 3rd round of our fantasy draft. I'm gonna be so happy.
He's like looking in the 13th. I can't find him. I'm like, trust me, he's fucking available. he's 100 spots behind Aaron Rodgers. Can you believe that? I was like, I can't believe it's not more. honestly.
Absolutely, yeah. What did they rate Aaron Rodgers 105? That's weird.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, it's like being in an abusive relationship and then like you get away for a while and then you get lonely. That's how I feel every September. Like I'm lonely. Like it's
You gotta be careful.
better than sleeping
You're
by
gonna get a bunch of
yourself.
texts again. Like, are you okay?
Kristen's on her phone right now. Like, is everything all right?
With the Colts, I feel like the first 2 weeks, I'm like, I can make the playoffs. Yeah. And then week 6 comes around. That's another.
You guys
story.
were-
We had
Such a
that stark
wild season
realization.
with
We had
AR.
that stark realization together last year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Did.
Yep.
No,
Because, like-
mine hit me when we lost against the Vikings. It's like,
With
Yep.
that epic Colts,
I don't know what
with
you-
that epic Colts Raiders game last year, like week 8, we were like, oh, just
I remember that.
Remember
That was something. That was boring.
the comeback.
the Vikings game? We were sitting right here, and
Yeah.
Josh was already mad in the, in the
Josh
kitchen.
gave up on the Vikings so quick.
Yeah.
Dude, it was
First quarter, he's like, I'm not watching
it was
anymore.
37-3 or some shit.
It was
dude.
31-0. 31-0.
It
He,
was
he just
Well,
went to the
remember
kitchen.
Like, Josh, come on, you want to watch K Cousins get this comeback? No, he's not gonna do it.
Dude, I had no faith.
The next thing you know, he's screaming at the top of his lungs. Like,
why are you a Vikings fan?
His dad is a thing.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And then I asked him, who's your best player? He says Dalvin Cook.
Justin Jefferson.
No, you did not. You said Dalvin Cook. You did not say Justin Jefferson.
I love this Josh cam because this is great.
Yeah, no.
I wasn't here for this
Put the
conversation.
replay.
When did this
Put the
happen?
replay.
Are you talking about last year?
Yeah, last year's like, hey, yo, who's your best
Oh, all right. Well,
player? No, it's Dalvin Cook. The Jets.
I mean, it's a terrible take, but
It
was last year. We're talking
last
about
year,
now.
Jefferson, bro.
You just did not, bro.
How am I
Alright.
not gonna say Justin Jefferson?
This is good content.
Because you did not. You know what?
Yes, huh?
Anyway,
Anyway, what's next?
probably.
What? You already said my
What's
bad.
next?
You have the
We
list.
have Emma's questions, bro. I thought he was like calling me out or something. What the fuck did I do?
He said, Braulio, what's next?
No, he said, bro, listen. What?
Yeah, but he could.
No, it's on camera. What do you mean? No, it's on camera. We have mics. It's recorded. What the fuck are you talking about? He said, Braulio,
I
what's
stoned the
next?
fuck out on that one. After the no, and I was like, out.
When you touch when you touch
All right, what's the biggest lesson you've learned while in the serving industry?
We
do
talked
this one like
about
2
this
weeks ago?
yesterday.
We didn't.
Yeah, we did. So what have you learned? Well, what's the
This is
biggest?
last week was something you didn't expect to learn while being in the service industry.
Oh, this is the biggest lesson that I've
Yeah,
had? That people are fucking racist. What do you? It's the same fucking question.
Nah, but like, okay, whatever. We skipped on. What's a food item that's extremely underrated?
An underrated food item?
Cow tongue.
Cow. What?
Cow
Cow
tongue.
tongue.
Cow tongue.
Cow tongue.
Yeah, that.
You fucking devil.
I swear he said calzone the first time.
No,
And I was gonna say
tongue.
people love calzones.
Cow tongue or intestine.
I'm not eating intestine. I'm not
Like a
fucking with
nice crispy taco. Super crispy intestine.
it. Don't.
I'll eat an intestine taco. I won't prepare it though.
Oh yeah. No.
I'll listen. If you put it in front of me, I'll eat it. but I'm not gonna go out of my fucking way to try an intestine taco. I'm just not. I've had intestine before. I've had chitlins before. But it's not good. It's just one of those things that poor people talk themselves into.
See, I like intestine because when you make it super crispy, it reminds me of pork rinds.
You know what you can have for that?
Pork rinds.
Pork.
Yeah, but like if I'm not gonna eat that on a taco.
Why not?
Oh.
You'll
They don't have it on the menu?
you'll put unprocessed asshole on a taco before you put fucking pork rinds. It's
Yeah,
weird to
touche.
say
That
that.
is touche. Anyway, let's go back to cow tongue.
That's your stick. That's it.
That's it.
I like that tongue.
Cow tongue. What is an underrated food that I eat a lot of properly rated food. I eat a lot of steak and chicken breast and shit.
For me, it's the star fruit.
I like the flavor of star fruit more than I like all the work that goes into eating a star fruit.
Yeah, well, it's actually like
It's like pomegranate. Like pomegranate's delicious, but I gotta fucking rip the thing open. You gotta put it in the water, and then you gotta skim the seeds off the top. Like I'm a fucking cranberry farmer. Like I ain't got
it's
time
really
for
fun
that.
because one of my friends in Mexico had a tree of star fruit, and I used to just come home with a bag of like full of 20 star fruits. It was awesome.
And then you would hand them to your mom to prepare them for
Yeah,
you, and then
and
you would
then
eat
you
them. Yeah,
bite 'em.
that checks out.
I was 7. But yeah, star fruit for me.
Dude, honestly, I don't know that I've ever even had starfruit.
That's good.
Underrated.
Just a really pain in the ass.
It's good, but it's one of those things like it's work.
Yeah. Like you finish in 2 minutes.
It's like
you-
papaya.
10. Oh.
Like you
I
gotta
like
peel it, but you can't peel it too deep because then you get to the part with the seeds in it, like that
Yeah.
whole shit. Like
Gotcha.
underrated food, greens. Like just a handful of like spring mix or like kale or whatever, and you just add it to
What about
whatever
vegetarians?
you're eating. Huh?
Wouldn't they always?
Nobody gives a fuck about what vegetarians think about food.
Was that underrated?
Huh? I think so. How many people do you see adding a handful of greens to their steak dinner? You work at Old Chicago. How many motherfuckers here that come in here, New Philadelphia, they come in here
Leave that out.
and they go, yeah, can I just get some greens with that? Nah.
Nah, that's you.
Nah, these fat fucks. No.
They get ranch though. A shit ton
Shit
of
ton of
ranch.
ranch.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep. It has green flecks. Next question.
But give it to
I
the
don't
next
have one.
one. Oh, hey, loser. What's your most humbling moment? For me, it's for sure when I was fighting the Down syndrome kid for a juice box, but mine was right behind me. That's for sure. I still remember. I'm like, shit. I'm a horrible human being.
Still.
Yeah.
You haven't learned the thing.
And then again, when I tried it with my bench press, yeah, those two for sure.
That is pretty
That's-
humbling.
That's a rough one.
Mine is when I was at my fattest and I was chasing my kid around, like fucking around, and he ran up the stairs because he knew I couldn't get up there. Then he stood at the top of the stairs. He's like, "You can't get me," and I was like, "I know, I gotta change. I got some evaluating to do."
Mine was when I used to, like, before COVID, I used to sit in the booth and get out of breath, like run out of breath. You're sitting because the shit used to, like, choke me. I was like, nah, I should probably do something to change.
Or you could have just got a bigger shirt.
Yeah.
No, it was
Wear
an XL,
wore
bro.
shorts that fit.
It was an XL.
I wish fucking XLs and they choke me. What are you trying to say?
Dude, but I was, like, sitting down running out of breath. It was bad.
Sitting down and you were out of breath?
Yeah.
Damn.
Thanks. But yes.
There'll be times when I tell you guys stories from like when I was out like drinking and partying, and like I can tell when the mood changes from like laughing to like, oh my god. Those are all pretty.
You have
humbling.
quite a few of those. The vibe changes.
Yeah, I mean, you can feel it in real time, and I'm. I don't want. And then I found $20.
But it all worked
I can
out.
just see like 4 people get the ick at the same time. I'm like, oh my god, what? Am
Got anything else?
I had one that sparked some conversation in the kitchen this morning.
Ooh.
Oh well,
Do
let's
tell, do tell.
let's.
Emma was asking, or maybe it was Steve asked, either one, maybe. What grade, if you were forced to teach, like gun to your head, you had to teach any grade you wanted from kindergarten to college, what would you pick and why?
College
College.
seniors.
College.
That would be the easiest one.
Yeah.
Because like when
I feel
you're
like they're just doing
teaching,
a lot of the research.
well, yeah, because when you're teaching college, you're not even teaching college. You're just like, here's the material. I expect you to know it. We're gonna do a little song and dance routine for 45 minutes, 3 times a week. But you are expected to know this material,
Right.
and I don't have to have rules. Like either you fucking pass or fail. I don't fucking care because you're paying for this shit. When you're teaching fucking high school kids or little kid, you're responsible for their success.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the onus is on you.
Dude, high school was a hard pass for me. What we were talking about. Like, there's no point in high school that I would want to a part
That
of.
question would be good if college wasn't a part of it. Like you can't teach
Oh,
college.
I take out college then.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to do either high school or elementary school.
Like K through 12.
I think I'll do high school seniors.
I don't think I could do.
I want no part of high school.
Well,
Well, high school seniors would be easy.
yeah, well, at least like right now.
I would
at
do
least-
6th graders.
I don't want to talk to seniors.
You don't want to do junior high because like
that's too
those
much.
those kids, they're not in control of themselves literally. Like the hormones are firing, they're
Yeah,
distracted.
smelly.
That's fucking.
Ugh.
There's no way.
Dude, I was like when I was answering it earlier, like 4th grade I think was my like, because that was the last time I remember the teachers teaching every subject. Like one teacher was your teacher, right? And then in 5th grade we started switching classes and
And
everything.
I think 4th grade, you still have most of the kids excited to be in school.
Right. You still have like.
Once you hit 5th grade, they're like, oh, I'd rather be playing Fortnite. I'd rather be anywhere but here.
Well, that's it. And I don't remember. Like I don't really know any. I mean, yeah, I don't really know that many kids that exist now.
Kids. I mean, that's a good thing. Like, if your social circle is mainly 4th graders, or we got another.
Well, I don't know what any
conversation.
4th graders are really like. So I'm like, I don't know. Like I remember what I was like as a 4th grader, like all of us, but like not like Fortnite.
Pretty
didn't
much the
exist back
same,
then.
just with more technology.
Brittany's a 4th grader. She fucking hates school.
Brady's awesome. I like Brady.
She's like, I gotta go to school.
The kid's so funny.
I don't like going to
Till
school
like
either.
4 in the morning, be like, I gotta go to school.
I was doing money when the new guy was here, and she just sitting next to me, just tucking my ear off, just to count him. Yeah.
Dude, when we were moving into my place, she became best friends with my mom.
Yeah.
It's just like, like even now, my mom's like, "How's Brittany doing? Is she doing okay with the move?" I'm like,
She was pretty fucking helpful.
"Yeah,
The doorstop.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
an important role, man."
Yeah, like, for real, for real. You saw what happened when we didn't have one.
Yeah. Yeah. Multiple fucking times.
It's
But
a
I
fucking-
get handed the wrong
It was a,
keys.
pro-
The
it was a
wrong keys.
fucking production. Where we at?
Jalen.
I really wish you would stop doing that.
I fix it up.
News.
News. Let's go.
Oh, dude. So I thought there was gonna be news with Kareem Hunt because he worked out with the Saints and it looked like he was gonna sign with them, and then Indy sent him an offer like at the 11th hour that was like, "Hey, we're gonna sign this big check for you," and then now I hear it's like Minnesota that's talking to him about signing. I don't know. Either way, so no news is the first news story. Second, they
Sweet.
Love that.
Carolina stated that Bryce Young is going to be the Week 1 starter for them, so they're just going to go ahead.
Oh, well,
and
he looks so good today. I mean,
Yeah. They look terrible.
So I only call it the very first drive. It didn't look great, but I mean Carolina's going to be bad.
it's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, for sure.
Not great.
Yeah,
Chiefs.
that has David Carr written all over it.
Sorry.
I'm sure the viewers are bored too.
Yeah. Chiefs announced that they expect Kadarius Toney to play Week 1.
Cool. I expect Kadarius Toney to be injured by quarter 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also expect Pacheco to play Week 1. And then like the actual interesting part of all this. So
Why wouldn't you start with that?
you gotta build up to it. 'Cause if I start with that and go downhill. So Joe Mixon is going to court on Monday for a civil case.
Yeah.
Have you heard the facts of this case or the alleged facts of this case?
Weren't kids playing outside of his house
He
and
shot them.
somebody shot from inside the house
Yeah.
at the kids?
So these
but
kids-
Mixon was on vacation.
No, he was there.
Oh, the
No.
last I heard, he wasn't there.
Like I read the court document, and basically what happened is these kids played Nerf Wars in this neighborhood, and they even told Joe Mixon that day, like, "Hey, we're gonna be playing Nerf Wars. We're gonna be in your yard if that's okay." And he was like, yeah, whatever, no big deal, went away. And his sister and his sister's boyfriend or husband or whatever were also at Mixon's house. And so I guess the sister's husband saw the kids playing Nerf Wars and thought that they were like shooters out there. So he comes out with semi-automatic handguns and starts firing at the kids. And the kids have to like run and take cover and hide behind a
And
tree.
they start shooting back.
And one of the kids he's trying to dig in the mulch to like hide in it, and he gets clipped in the foot. And like it was Joe Mixon's gun, it was his stuff, but he wasn't the one that shot him. But so that
Yo, I don't give a fuck. If your fucking idiot fucking brother-in-law, now we all,
yeah, at the table.
if they can, if your idiot brother-in-law can get his hands on your gun and shoot a fucking child, that's your responsibility.
Yeah,
Isn't that negligence?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if your shit isn't locked up tight, you don't deserve to have it. Like,
because I was wondering, like, I don't know. I mean, it'll be interesting to see on Monday what all comes of this, because right now it's just a civil case. It's not a criminal one.
Well, even he'll probably get
It's
suspended
fucking
for like
nuts,
what?
though.
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of maybe it's kind of unprecedented.
We'll see. It's exciting to see though. Maybe.
But and then in real news that's not football related, unfortunately Maui, it's like historic town.
yeah, I
of
wanted to
volcano,
talk about that.
Yeah, is
That's crazy.
due to like drought conditions and then hurricane winds that are kicking up and like
Yeah, that's good.
everything kind of got fueled.
Have you
into
seen
this.
pictures of it?
Mhm.
It's like it doesn't exist anymore.
Except for that big ass tree,
Yeah.
which is cool. I mean,
It's like
Avatar.
Well, not for Maui.
no, not for. I
There's
imagine
not
that
a whole
tree.
lot of there's not a whole lot of Mauians that are like, at least that tree is still.
It might be. I feel like that tree
That
might be
probably
become like a
is,
symbol
yes.
of like their resilience
So
when they
Avatar.
rebuild. Yeah, dude, it'll be like Avatar.
You can even,
It will not be like Avatar.
It'll be 100% like Avatar. They're gonna turn blue. They're gonna grow 11 feet. It'll be like Avatar. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
they can swim.
But that's all. I got.
Apologies to our Maui listeners. We're
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
T's and P's.
But there is actual like websites you can go and donate to like Maui Relief and shit like that. I don't know what they are, but they're out there.
I'd prefer that people sign up to our Patreon.
We don't have a Patreon.
We're about to.
There actually is a
Link-
Maui
Hang on,
Relief
to your,
website.
hang on to your
Our
money next
Patreon
week.
is theoretical. The Maui Relief is very real.
You guys just missed how
You
the camera
fucking-
caught it.
are you
Cooper
eating
tried to
in
limbo
behind the
under
camera?
fucking,
What did you do?
He tried to limbo under the camera.
We
He,
just
like,
talked about this. You swore up and down. Oh, I'm not gonna touch the wires. I can just go this way.
Got really close to the
Bro.
Josh cam. Just go ahead and get in it, man.
Sometimes in
What are you
that,
doing?
sometimes during the pod, you can see Cooper just munching on something, bro.
Are you eating?
Yeah, and
No,
then
you eat. You look thin. Eat.
Anyone else got any news?
Yes. The ex-USC campus gynecologist ordered to stand trial on sex charges.
Yikes.
Mm.
He
I
loves
had
his job too much.
I had two thoughts about this. Like, if you were a gynecologist, right?
something there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like if of all the positions you could take, USC campus. Right?
Maybe Arizona State.
Right. But the thing is that if you were trolling for creeps, right? Like if you had the chum bucket, the creep chum bucket, and you were throwing it into the water, you would every day post a job opening at the USC campus for new gynecologists, right? And then you would just
Not
check,
vet
and then
people.
you would just check the internet searches of every single one of those motherfuckers, and 90% of them would come up hot. Right?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is
It's just so, it sucks that, like, there's gotta be a DNA test that these motherfuckers can take. Cause, like, it feels like 6 out of 10 gymnastics coaches and 4 out of 5 gynecologists and 2 out of 10 dentists turn out to be creeps.
Dentist?
Yeah, they put you under, but not
Under?
really under.
Yeah.
you don't want to know what's going on in your
Yeah,
mind.
listen, bro, it's tough.
Mm.
It's tough. No, it's just the
Can't.
fluoride. It's salty.
It's a cum joke.
But it's tough. It's tough. I'm glad I'm not one of the vagina having population. I don't have to worry about
That's such a fucked up way to say it.
I'm just so happy that. I mean, our poor women.
Dude, I think about that a lot. Like the
Just-
amount of extra
yeah.
precautions that they have to take on
Yeah.
a day-to-day basis that I take for granted and don't think about.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we were playing football last night, Carolyn was like, "Hey, can you walk me to the car?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, of course, that makes sense. It's dark and it's a parking lot, like for sure."
Yeah.
I was just
And
thinking
me,
that.
I'm like,
that-
"Yeah, I'll just go to walk to the gas station real quick. Like it's 2 a.m. nothing's
Yeah,
gonna
like at no point in my life have I ever had 6 beers and walked out of a fucking bar at 2 a.m. and been like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Dude, I noticed that a lot more. Like, we were going to Chicago and stuff like that. Like, it's Chicago and stuff like that. But like here, they can put it from their back pocket, whatever. But when we were walking, like, Brianna and I walked to the restaurant. This homeless guy, like straight up ran up to me, started asking for money. I'm like, I don't got anything. She's like clawing me, bro. Like at this point, I was like, dude, it's like, come down, it's gonna.
My body felt like so big. Yeah, I got
No,
you, babe.
but like,
Yeah. Stand there.
I'm sure Braulio got half a hard on with this hairy dude that smells like piss trying to fucking ask him for dollars.
yeah, he was asking for money. His
Chest
mom just
out,
died, whatever.
puffing.
And like, this
You better
guy
put
was
that 135-pound chest down. Relax.
like,
We don't know yet. It's yet to be determined.
When you get 6 reps, talk to us.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
5.25.
Clipping it.
Learned no lessons.
TikTok video right there on the gym.
Alone.
But yeah, no, like we noticed that in Chicago a lot more.
I have
Yeah.
had that feeling where I looked over my shoulder, but not for like fear of getting like raped. But like one time,
Fear of like somebody's gonna realiase that you have their wallets in your.
No,
your
it was
pocket.
one time at Arthur's. There was a guy in there that someone was like, "Oh, he's a good guy. He's just in the Klan." And then like, yeah, it was,
Again, the low key racism of Kansas City.
Yeah, it was very
He's a good
high-key.
dude. He just hates niggers.
and at the time I was like, it was summer. I had a shaved head and a long beard, and he thought, not that it mattered, but he thought that I was Middle Eastern. And then his buddies also thought that I was Middle Eastern, and they followed me out into the parking lot for a little bit. And
Damn.
luckily, I had some friends that lived in the apartment complex right by Arthur's. I'm like, I need you guys to come like downstairs with your guns now. This is one of those times where I was telling a story and I felt the vibe change.
No.
life in KC, Missouri, guys.
Yeah.
If you're not in PNL or Westport, it's not great.
So last year we were one of the 100 houses. Brie wanted to go so bad. I was like, okay, let's go. We bought
Or
tickets.
Waldo. Waldo's pretty cool.
Crossroads isn't bad.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, and the shooting happened. There was a shooting that happened the night before at the 100 houses downtown. I was like, yeah, we're not going.
A shooting happened at the haunted houses. Did
Like
somebody
little-
get too scared?
Or someone got really bored and was like, "This isn't scary. I'll show you scary."
Yo, if
Can you imagine?
that would be a great Impractical Jokers.
That was,
But it would be like, I have an idea for a show. It's called Impractical Jokers Go Too Far. That would be on season 1, episode 1.
It's like, you know when you're a kid and they
haunted-
teach you about like
It's not
the
funny
freedom of
either.
speech and like the example they use is you can't yell fire in a crowded theater. That's like that, but like on
But like,
steroids.
you're doing the haunted house. Everything's normal. You get halfway through, you turn, you run away from the clown with the chainsaw, and then like Marlon Wayans comes out. And he's like, "Break yourself, fool!"
like don't be a menace.
Sign us up, Fox. Impractical Jokers Go Too Far.
Let's get,
So like
let's
a
get
like,
Sal's
like-
take on this one.
right? So like a wife brings her husband in. Wife brings her husband in to be like, "Oh yeah, the car broke down, blah blah blah. I'm pregnant again with
not
triplets." It was Tristan Thompson. I'm sorry.
Extra believable. Because that dude has sex with everyone.
I mean, if you'd fuck a Kardashian, you'd fuck a housewife.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, what were we talking about?
That was a news story.
That
That
was
was-
a story. That swerve.
That was a gynecologist tangent.
Yeah. And then we went to like how
we started with pussy and ended with pussy. Came
Can't full circle.
full circle. What's
Dust
next?
to dust.
We got Shirt Carlos says, or am I the asshole? Sunday at the bar, I was busy, and the screen, one of the TVs was on a girls' soccer match, right? I didn't notice. There was a guy drinking like 2 beers already. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna wait till this match ends." I'm like, "What match are you watching?" He's like, and Luca was like, "The Sweden against US." I'm like, "Oh shit, this match I played last night." But he's gonna stay here the whole time until the match ends, drinking beer and ordering food. So I was just playing along with him. Oh man, they're gonna PKs, man. No, they missed that one. Me knowing damn well that what the score
Oh,
was.
like you wanted him to stay? 'cause
Yeah,
you were
yeah, I was like, oh, tough. Don't worry, man. It's gonna right. Watch right here, right here.
You should have tried to bet him on it.
Yeah,
bro.
you should.
That's
Dude,
100%
I
what the
tried
move
to,
would have
and
been.
then at the end, and then when he was leaving, though, he was like, "Man, I just look up the score. This was last night." As he was walking out, I'm like, "Whoop, thanks for the."
You should have been
spending-
like, no.
Thanks for spending $80 with me.
You know what the move? You gotta lead him along. So you gotta be like, yo, when you're in PKs, be like, yo, I bet you a beer she misses, but you know she hits it. So when she hits it, then you give him a fucking beer, and you string them along for a second until the last one. You be like, yo, I bet you 100.
You better watch out because if this turns into a short, people are like, "You're a thief. You're a hustler."
Come at me, you two. I'm not Gabe. I'm not nice. I'll type that. My Twitter, yo, these Twitter fingers are strong.
This X Twitter,
Yo,
the
don't
X
fucking,
fingers,
yo, don't.
the X fingers, bro.
We have
My
different responses.
fingers are strong, man.
Very different responses to comments on YouTube.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I
that's, I'm not
fucking
the
dare
asshole.
you. Bring up Trump one more motherfucking time on my timeline.
They are gonna try and bring out Trump in some of this.
I'm just
Oh,
gonna
they
link a
always try to.
PDF to the indictments.
Oh, it's trying to.
No, you're not the asshole. Fuck that guy.
They don't have Adobe after that.
Gonna have to use that free Google shit. Had a really good week. So he went to see the Ninja Turtles movie with Caitlin and his sister, and he comes back, and he's a little bit disappointed. I said, "What's the matter? Where'd you go?" He said, "I went to see Ninja Turtle movie." I said, "Did you like it?" He's like, "Yeah, but the spicy turtle wasn't in it." I was like, "What? The spicy turtle wasn't in the Ninja Turtles movie?" He said, "No, there's no spicy turtle." And I was like, "Spicy turtle? You mean Raphael? Raphael wasn't in the movie?" He's like, "No, it was Raphael was in there, but there was no spicy turtle." And I was like, "What spicy turtle?" He's like, "You know, the one with Mario."
Spiky.
That's what I said. I was wrong. I said, "Spiky?" And he said, "No, spicy, because it breathes fire." I was like, "Oh." It's like, you waited 2.5 hours to see Bowser in the Ninja Turtles movie and he didn't show up and that's why you're mad? He's like, "Yeah." It's like, all right.
Fucking Dwight seeing Grizzly Man, but he actually sees Wedding Crashers. It's about a half an hour in. I figured I was in the wrong movie, but that's the thing about Grizzly attacks is they happen when you least expect them.
Just want to get in his 4-year-old head one day just for 24 hours and just him watching this movie and enjoying it, being like, where the fuck is the spicy turtle?
Have you seen the?
It's been 90 minutes.
Have you seen that Always Sunny episode where they do it like POV?
I've never seen that show.
Oh, really?
We have this conversation every time you bring up Always Sunny.
I'm really surprised you haven't
It's
watched
in
it.
my
I feel like you would
queue.
watch
It's
it.
in my queue, but I don't have time to just dive into it.
There's
I'll
a.
dive into it because I had some new shows.
All right. Well, you have a lot more free time than I do.
Well, that and my girlfriend won't let me watch the show we're watching.
What do you mean she won't let you?
Because I started watching it and then she can start watching with me and then I can't watch it without her now. So I need to find another show to watch.
That's a tough position to be in. I always wait until we get in an argument, and then I go ahead and watch the show on my time. And then she's like, "Did you watch that because you were mad at me?" And I'm like, "Well, kind of, but also because like it's been 2 weeks."
You're still on the rookie?
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's a really good show.
It really is.
Isn't the
The
one with
what?
It's the
Nathan
one with-
Fillion?
Yeah, Nathan Fillion. And,
If it's not Firefly, I don't want any part of it.
All
That
right.
one
yeah.
good?
Melissa Diaz.
Firefly?
Is Firefly good?
The
So
song
bad.
is.
Don't say. I
out.
swear to God.
Sing it, sing
Mute
it.
him now. Thank you.
Asshole. The media's controlling me.
Yeah. The right wing Firefly hating media is controlling me. What are we talking about? Are we still doing news?
Sure, Carl says, bro.
Oh no, that was it. He said the
So
one
what
thing.
you learned this week?
Spicy Turtles.
What did I learn?
Yeah.
You always need a spot for bench.
We'll see if you actually learned it.
Or not.
Come back when you're bad beat next week. I still can't get 6 reps.
I can,
Or I wait for 7.
1% got stuck.
I can do 10. I can do 10. For sure. Then I have the right form.
The guy wasn't there to help me.
I stood there for 30 minutes.
Come up with a neck brace. Didn't learn.
What'd you learn?
I have no fucking idea.
Sweet. What'd you learn?
My hand is not yet healed.
Oh. You know what I learned? That there are fucking psychos out there that do their fantasy football draft before week 1 of preseason is
yeah.
over. I'll tell you how I know. This morning, my very beautiful, very talented, double jointed fucking wife asked me, she says, "Hey, are you taking the computer to work with you on Monday?" I said, "Yeah, I'll take it every Monday." Yes. She said, "Well, how long do you need it for?" "Until I'm done. This is how we feed our children." And she goes, "Well, after at 4 o'clock when it gets busy, I'm gonna come get the computer." And I said, "Why?" She said, "I gotta do my fantasy football job." I said, "You want to fucking take the computer out of my hands where I make half of our fucking money to fucking do your fantasy football draft in fucking August before the fucking preseason is over?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Well, how much is the buy-in for this league?" She said, "Oh, it's a free league." I said, "You want it?" I was like, "Who is this fucking league with?" She's like, "Oh, it's with my family." I was like, "Oh, that fucking makes sense." You want to take the computer to do a free fucking fantasy football draft before the fucking preseason even fucking gets started rather than pay rent. Sweet.
Priorities, man.
Yeah.
Who's she draft?
Priorities. What?
Who's she draft?
Where's the computer at?
Auto pick
Nobody.
for the win.
I was like, "You can't." I said, and then I was like, "Well, you can't just use your phone?" She said, "It's not that you can't use her phone." She goes, "I don't like the interface." The phone. I'd rather do it on the laptop.
The biggest screen.
Get the
Early
fuck outta here.
preseason. We did one draft last year
Oh,
that
in
was
May.
in fucking May.
Why?
Ryan hit us up like in the middle of
Like
of May.
for funsies? I don't understand.
His buddy
They were
was
bored.
starting up like a keeper. Originally to a dynasty league.
Yeah.
He's like starting up a dynasty league in May. We did this draft.
Why in May?
I don't know. It was a Superflex dynasty, and I remember because I had no. It was my first time I've ever done Superflex, and so like that first round goes by, and everyone picked a quarterback. I'm like, what? Debo Samuel's still on the board. That was a rough one. But no, dude.
Is it over? Do you guys not?
No, it did not turn into a dynasty.
Gim and I were the toilet bowl championship.
Yeah, I mean,
I kind of want to turn this OC league into a dynasty league. Or maybe like a super keeper league where you keep 6 or something crazy like that.
are we down to upping it to like 3 or 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be way more fun to keep Josh Allen every year.
So like for next year,
Yeah.
so since I'm keeping Justin Herbert this year, next year it's gonna cost me a 2nd round pick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
not
I
keeping.
can keep Garrett Wilson for an 11 next year.
Nice.
Don't worry. You're gonna,
I mean,
we should put this clip next to when him running the
Dude,
hot
the
shot
AI,
ball.
when it fucking hears this, it's going to go, because it gives a percentile of what's a good clip. This one's going to be at 6. It's going to be just the disembodied voice of Cooper talking about fantasy football.
for the 11th pick.
What else we got?
That's it.
Is that it? Josh, you have anything to add? Straight to the Josh cam? Do you want to make eye contact with our viewers at home? Get those beautiful
Get that
eyes.
suing, bro.
The beautiful
Get that
fucking eyes
suing.
on Josh. No?
I think we're good.
All right, we'll find you a hentai girlfriend. Don't worry.
I need a real
Furry
one.
sex pirate perchance.
No, I mean like a girl that likes hentai. I don't mean. the
Think he was
worst
gonna
habit.
spawn someone in from the headset.
Worst. What do I look like, Krieger?
We're gonna send him links. Oh, I want this one. I want this one.
What I can see.
Foxtail.
I like where you're.
If
I like
just
where
being
you're.
a game just sitting right in front of you. There you go.
I like where your head's at, though, Josh. All right, take us home.
All right, guys. Remember, talk shit, gay clicks.
Like and subscribe, Seabass, you fucking prick.
We'll miss you.
Also, we'll miss you.
Oh, we are gonna miss you. Love you.